Hi, my name is Pauline Stanley. I have a shop, Rare Bird Co. We sell jewelry, art, home goods, things that I've made and I've designed. But I also have a vintage section of the shop that has been doing really well and that I have been enjoying running, where I am buying and reselling my vintage finds and secondhand finds. So I wanted to do a little vintage haul for you today and show you some of the things that have come in recently, and I thought I might share them with you. These are things that I have purchased recently and I still need to photograph and list, and they should be in our shop soon. So if you see anything you like, just keep an eye out. Okay, so I am doing just a little unboxing of some of the things that I have purchased lately. Sometimes I buy in collections online for a vintage section of our shop. And I love metals, brass, copper, things like that. And so this was a copper lot, and I specifically bought it for some of the things, and some of the things I was maybe less interested in, but I still was like, okay, yeah, I could work with this. So let me show you. So I'll show you how I pulled them out because they were all sort of packaged up. So there are these copper salt and pepper shakers, and they have the labels on them. They're definitely dinged up, they're definitely dirty, they don't have stoppers, but I mean, even decoratively they look gorgeous. But if you get some stoppers, if you don't mind the rustic quality, then these are beautiful. And I don't. I am not one of those vintage people that like them to be perfect. I like them to look lived in. I think that makes them even more special. Then we just have this brass candlestick holder, which I am always a fan of brass candlestick holders. I will buy them all the time if they're a good price. This was a beautiful, I saw this hammered texture, and I love a hammered copper texture. This does look a little bit bent up here, but I work with metals and I am not scared to get that back in position where it's supposed to go. It's actually really heavy too, and it's lined with what looks like stainless steel. So anyways, really nice quality little bucket. We have this little copper vase. It's got a beautiful patina. It's like got this rainbow color going on here. Really pretty. Just this, it's so simple, but the shape and everything and the patina of this guy is gorgeous. And this says here, hand spun by Herb, I guess, Sace in Hanson, Massachusetts, and it has his address too. Anyways, spun metal. I'm gonna look into that. Okay, I loved these baking tins. You can use them for cooking, obviously people did, but I think on a wall they're gorgeous. So there's this big fish one and a little fish one. And they have their little hanging hooks so that you could put them on the wall. And then last but not least, this is my favorite one, is this little copper hanging sun for the wall, for wall decor. I think she is gorgeous. This is the one I saw in this lot that I was like, that's gorgeous. Even though they have some other things in this collection that was online, I knew this guy, so I decided to go ahead and purchase all of them. All right, so then I'm gonna go take you through another lot that I purchased of little jewelry boxes. This was the one that this is the reason why I got this. This little brass inlaid sun, the sun and the moon and the stars. So cute. To be careful opening it. Anyways, nice little wooden box. I thought this was really cute and really special, so I was like, you know what? If for a good price, which the whole collection was a good price, I said I would do it. This is also another brass inlay, and the little sun and mountains And this has a little mark right here. And I wonder if that's like a little maker's mark. I'm gonna look that up. Okay, so the other ones that were in this little collection are just little lacquered trinket boxes, and I just love a little box. This duck is adorable. And you can see the insides. And there's two of these round ones. And two of these. So yeah, I'll probably put them all in the same listing and have like a little drop down because they're all kind of similar. Similar little boxes. Okay, I just opened a box of these little goblets. They're really tiny and small, but I had purchased a set of these. Same color, pretty much the same color and marbling, and they sold. So I wanted to find something similar because I already have a listing for that. So I tried to find something kind of similar. So these were very similar. So I'm going to relist these with this new collection of these marble goblets. And this one came with this marble tray as well. Anyways, beautiful marbling. Love these colors. Happy to find something that's similar and was like decently priced. Okay, and then this was from a thrift store the other day. There were two of these old brass frames. And they're just really pretty and simple. And there was two of them, which I love. I love when there's more than one of something. Okay. And then also at that same thrift store, they were selling these postcards. And I picked through them and I found my favorite ones. This is Joshua Tree, Orange Grove, and Mountain, Southern California. It's beautiful oranges. And the Mountainscape, these poppy ones. It all seems to be California, but they're just really beautiful. So anyways, it was fun to pick through those and find my favorites. Okay, I just unpacked these, and this is kind of things that I take a chance on. I don't know if they will sell. I don't know if there's a buyer for things like these because I don't have the experience for that, but I personally think they're beautiful. So whenever I come across these like quilt blocks, I adore them. And I think that they would just look so cute framed. I mean, they're special enough to be framed nicely on the wall, but you know, I don't know, other people might have other things they like to do with them too. So anyways, there was a collection of, I don't remember how many of these, but they are definitely faded, definitely stained, definitely old, but I just think the white and the cream is just so, I don't know, visually pleasing. And I like the design, so we're gonna list these separately or individually and see how they do in the shop. Okay, I did not realize this was this small when I bought it online, but this I thought was just so gorgeous. It's this little belt buckle, and it's a moon, and it is sterling silver. It's marked Mexico 925 on the back. And I just thought it was the most beautiful little work of art, like honestly. So I like to buy in collections, but sometimes if something is really special like this, I love to just buy them and put them in my shop and photograph them and just sort of like document them. It's just so fun for me. And actually be able to like have it in my hands and hold it. This is so cool. This feels like it was just like, I don't know, carved from wax or something probably. And then probably made a mold of, and I don't know. It feels so good. It feels like a carving of wax. And you can just really feel it. You can almost feel like the handmadeness of this. It's gorgeous. It is really gorgeous. Anyways, that's that. I did not know it was going to be this small, but it actually makes it kind of cuter and more lovely in a way. Okay, and then lastly, I think that's everything. Lastly, I got a bulk, there was a bulk listing for these patches, and I love Smokey the Bear memorabilia or any sort of Smokey the Bear related stuff. And so this was a new old stock listing of, I think, 24 of these patches. So they say prevent forest fires. I looked them up. They are vintage and they are old stock. They are not made anymore. And they're really cute. So anyways, we'll list these individually and I'll just have them in my shop. Very cute. Okay, was a purchase, a set of these little juice glasses. This lovely little botanical design, and I love this stoneware color with the speckles. I just adore this. I adore it. And I have, I don't know, 6 or 7 of these cups that I will list individually. But I think they're just so gorgeous. They're so cute, decoratively or actually using them for drinking glasses. They're just so beautiful. Okay, I think that's everything for now. I hope you enjoyed this little vintage haul. You know, we'll see how this goes. I love watching other people, vintage sellers, videos on this topic, and if people like it and if y'all are interested, then I'll keep doing them. So I hope you liked it. Like or follow if you want to see more. It was fun to share them. Thanks. Bye.